All right, we're gonna come back to the Technology Innovation Hub. It's going to be the 11th session on achieving greater career heights. Can you share the screen? Actually, up to now, we have discussed great details actually, right? So if I go back to the very first slide, you may remember the flow, right? We had the flow here, kind of the agenda here, right? Now, actually, we have covered all of those things: brain circuits, parenting, home environment, and on school, it's like we haven't touched a little bit of the details. Like anyway, now in the next slide, we are going to start this one, schooling, but from brain development aspect, adolescence development and the teenage development, those things we have covered. So, and up next, what we have is the universities. Say you are just finishing your primary education and secondary education. Now you are going to go for higher education with university. So those things going to cover now. And after that, we have industry and business domain and professionalism. We start from here now, right? From this level, and we continue. So let me proceed further. So up next we just completed our competency building. Yeah, that was done in the previous. Okay, this is where are we now? So we have to start from here. The very first topic we have to discuss, you may see where we are heading. You can see the pictures, right? So let's start like this now. Just think about you are just finishing your school. Let's say after advanced level kind of a thing, or maybe you are just finishing your college schools. College means your primary and secondary educations are done, and you are just about to become a bachelor. You want to become a bachelor, right? Undergraduate. So that is your level at the moment. So how do you start? How do you start your graduation? So that is the main topic is going to be on this slide. Actually, just to put a start, you can see the very first topic is best education systems in the world 2021 ranking. So this is for information actually, because there are rankings, not nice. Okay, even if you try to enter a university, you think about a rank. What is a rank? What is the rank for this university? Where does it stand in the world top 10 universities? So likewise, not everybody can get into the top 10 universities in the world, but yeah, still you look for the rank, right? Because that's a demonstration of their quality. No, that's why a lot of resources I'm looking for the ranking. It depicts what is the quality of education as per that university, quality of resources, like faculty and everything. So that's why ranking. So this one is going to tell the best education systems in the world. So as of 2021, right? If I click here, let's take a look at it. As of 2021, no, latest, right? And what is this? This is from Student Network. There are a lot of sites. Actually, I selected this one because it's easy to understand. So what they're telling me is Finland as the best, one of the best, top five. Top five. This is top five I have selected. So we have Finland, we have Denmark, South Korea, Sweden, Canada. So as per this site, that is what. Right? But you can Google, right? In certain other places also, it will tell, okay, other countries are having like this and that, right? But anyway, out of most, we know Finland has one of the best education systems in the world, right? So we can click here if you want more detail, right? So that's what they are telling. Finland considered one of the most advanced, innovative, and progressive countries in terms of education system. So what they are telling here, tuition fees and other universities, also the higher education universities in the country divided into two main categories, that is traditional universities and applied science universities. So you can find more details. This is taken for Wikipedia, but no need to go over Wikipedia, right? So this is for you to get an understanding the standards the world is having, right? So in terms of education, where is the world? So what are the best, what are the top five and best education systems? But then again, Just because of countries having the best education system, that doesn't say, I mean, they are going to produce number one scientists in the world, right? So it's a debatable, arguable factor. You can think about. So you can think about there are some scientists which they have their own intelligence. I mean, now we know how the genes and everything works now, so you can have your own argument, your own debate. You can do your own analysis, right, and see how it's going to be. Now, for example, Galileo and Pythagoras, are they from these top 5 countries? So we can just, it's argument. So, but then again, I mean, for everybody to have a fair education and kind of best education in the world, these countries are ranked as top 5, right? Even South Korea, Sweden, yes, the Swedish education system, right? Well managed, pleasant, foreign likewise. So, and sixth reason why Swedish school education is better. So you can just go through it and check. You can learn something out of them, right? So Canada, so likewise. Also read the top 5 ways to prepare your mind effective study. That's okay. Don't need to, we know better. Now we have learned that one better than, I mean, better, we have better understanding. No. So just think, take a look at it, those things, and get some understanding. What do you mean by this basic education and all, right? So we have the top 5 here. So you can go on to get the PDF of the Finland and Denmark education structure, right? But not necessary at the moment. That's I leave it to you, right? So just do a study and see. It is knowledge. It will give you much knowledge. So that's the thing, first thing. And secondly, we are going to have academic career, undergraduate academic degree. That's what academic career. So that's the very first thing. Before you start your professional career, you have to learn the theories, right? So academic, because you need to learn the first concepts, the theories, and after that only you need to put it into practice, right? So before in industry, you need to learn what is already available, right? As theories, right? So that's what the academic career comes first, undergraduate, right? So in under that, so if you then again under that, top universities, world ranking. That's I mentioned this one, right? So whenever you want to do a degree in any career path, maybe biological, maybe engineering, maybe I mean commerce, the economy and whatever, right? Maybe in art degree. So whatever you think about best university in the world as per ranking. As per ranking, what is the best university? It is always a good idea. It's not, I mean, not as I mentioned, not everybody can afford the best university in the world. So I can say Oxford is number one, but I mean, not everybody can afford Oxford, no, right? And so therefore, what the intention here, the idea behind is, even though you don't have a chance to go to Cambridge, Oxford, or Harvard, but just walk through digital, virtual you can visit. Just go to those sites and get the understanding. As I mean, what do you mean by best? Why they are top? Why is number one? Why world is telling, okay, MIT is number one university in the world? Why? So just browse their details, right? Go into their faculties, go into their subjects, their offerings. Undergraduate, you have postgraduate, you have masters, you have doctor of philosophy, you have, I mean, lot of things, right? So, and there are other business courses as well, right? So, entrepreneurship and a lot of things, professional courses are there. So, just take a look at it. So, that's the objective here. So, let's visit and see. I'm going to initiate this process for you, but it's up to you. Just before starting a degree, it's up to you as an intellectual, as a student. Just opening the door for to start your academic career as undergraduate. Like you are just opening a new door. So how do I start there? So how do I select my best degree? So just do this self-study, self-analysis, self-research, find the facts. That's the way. That's a kind of another degree actually, right? So just start researching, start a research. We take your time, no problem. There's no hurry, no. There's no hurry. I mean, you need to. This education is not about. I mean, building academic career is always not about getting a paper qualification, right? So that's not learning is right. You may have 10 to 15, 20, 100 per qualification. You may have, I am certified on this, I am certified on that and all, but yet you might not be able to stand for those things. Standing. Let's say you have a master's degree, but when a situation comes, if you can't apply what you have learned in your master's, think about the big picture. Get the helicopter view. If you can't do those things, there's no point having a master's, right? It just become a paper. You may have your degree certificate, but you can't stand for it when you write an email. Can you stand your master? Can you maintain your master status? That's what. Similarly, even if you are a degree holder, you are a BSc, you are a graduate. So can you maintain your standards in the society when you represent as a person? Can you depict or can you project yourself in the society as a BSc holder? So that is the expectation of a degree, not just to have a paper telling, okay, I'm a graduate. Then that's not the expectation. So that's why there is no hurry. There is no hurry. Right now, you have learned a lot how your brain works, how your brain architecture, competency building, learning style. You know a lot now, right? So it's time to apply those things. And the very first starting is do this research. Don't just somebody is telling you see a leaflet or somebody is promoting something. Don't just getting and engaged there as your graduation, right? As your graduate program. No, that should not happen. Don't do that, right? Just do your self study, do your research, and these slides and these guidance will assist you. Then after that, get the best choice. All right, let's start. So top universities world ranking, right? So how do you go? Now, I think you know something called QS ranking. QS ranking. This, pronunciation. So I have given that because a lot of people are telling QS. So what QS stands for? Like quarterly Siemens ranking. That's what QS is. That doesn't matter. So in short, we are telling QS ranking. So normally it is recognized QS ranking. So if you can go on, this is one way of ranking universities, the standard, right? World recognized standard. So if somebody is looking for university standards, top universities in the world, the very first thing they will look at, well, okay, what is the QS ranking? What is the QS ranking for this university? And the QS ranking, where does it stand? It is in top 100. It is in top 10, likewise. And there's another ranking, Times Higher Education Magazine ranking. That's another ranking in the world. That's the second, we can say second equally recognized, but they also give a ranking for universities in the world. And I have selected another one, university ranking.ch. So, why I'm giving you three? Because considering different matters, because user friendliness, easy to find the information, and the ranking wise, that's why. So let's walk through one by one. So I'm going to first click here, QS ranking, right? So if I go here, now you can see top universities. So you need to explore here, right? So I'm just overgoing it, and I'm just give you an initiative only. You need to explore these things for your knowledge and do your own research, right? And for example, university rankings, compare world top university, all right? QS world university ranking. So if I just click here, QS World University Ranking. So for the time being, as of 2022, they are telling QS World Ranking 2022, so 2021 also there. So this is what their ranking is. So you can see this is world recognized ranking. So what they are telling is #1 university in the world. What is that? Massachusetts Institute of Technology, MIT. So that is their ranking. Massachusetts University of Technology, MIT. Right. So what is #2? University of Oxford. University of Oxford. Score is given, right? And #3, Stanford University. All right. #4, Cambridge, right? And I'm just going through the numbers, but they have a different ranking system, equal, likewise, but don't worry about that. So Cambridge. Then after that comes the Harvard, right? And we have California Institute. So likewise, the Imperial top 10 is given. Top 10 is given. Okay. So what you have to do, right? So I can click a lot of things here, right? No more, and let's click that. So, and they will take you to another place, right? Because this is the intermediate site now. So it will not direct you to the university directly, but I will take you to the university directly. There are links to go there, right? So likewise, top 10 universities, right? And not only that, so we can browse further. Ranking, you can see ranking overview. If you again go back to the home page, they allow you a lot of filtering on this ranking. I mean, by subject. So let's go down so you can see. You can rank by subject, rank by graduate employability rankings. Because just after graduation, you are looking to get employed now. So that's also ranked, right? Best student cities ranking. Now and again, masters, this is after MBA ranking after graduation, right? So if I click here, QS, okay, let's say employability ranking. So you can see in terms of employability, what they're telling again, MIT is coming as number one, right? So, but if you look at this one, let's say by subject, you can see, then comes the Oxford, then the subjects are listed. You can see architecture, building environment, classic, ancient history, modern languages, likewise. So, and Harvard is there, number 3, Cambridge, so likewise. MIT, engineering and technology, likewise, by subjects. This is arts and humanities, these things comes first. But on engineering, again, Massachusetts comes first. So, and again, life science and medicine, Harvard comes first, no doubt about it, right? So, and natural science, Massachusetts comes first, right? And social science, again, Harvard, again, we know because we went through their series, most of their videos. So that is QS ranking, right? Okay, let me go to the other one, right? Let me close up here, right? Go back to our presentation. Okay, right. Then the second one is Times Higher Education Magazine ranking. Okay. They also give their ranking, right? So like this, you can see right away the ranking is there. Again, you can see as per their ranking, right? This is Shomo University best overall in country region offering by name, okay, and University of Oxford is number 1, right? Stanford, Harvard, that's okay, and that's another thing, right? Complete pre-registration. So I think I have a registration. It's okay. So, but one thing to notice here, if you are registering for these sites, right? Let me try this one. I think. I have a different login. Okay, doesn't matter. Let me register, then you can learn that one. So I have mentioned a special tag here. If registering online, make sure complex passwords are in use. So that is a must. So this is your personal login. So use a complex password, right? Don't just give ABC123 and okay, I am fine or whatever. Don't do that. Just give a complex password like having capital letters, underscores, numeric numbers, likewise, complex password. Okay. So anyway, let me register for this one. Just you can. They don't ask much more details, right? So this I'm using the email for this particular site for our channel. I have these things, the BN Oracle, but the channel email is TNH. Let's see. The time being, let me use one of the things which is appearing, lbnoracle.gmail.com. That is fine, right? So, and yeah, please wait. The username is lbnoracle, whatever, edit username, that's okay. Password. So, as I said, your complex password, right? Your complex password. As registered, okay, register. It's not going to be a lengthy process, right? So you can say don't save the passwords and first name. Okay, let me check. I can just select like this, right? And we can say I'm a student because you are a student, so I'm say then I continue, right? Yeah. So you can select your location and wherever as you, and you complete the registration procedure like that. Okay. So let me close that for the time being. That's okay, right? Normally, now this side, this problem is there. If you don't register, so they won't allow you to browse the information in this site. So that's why I wanted to register, but I had a login, but doesn't matter, right? So you can let me just minimize this one, right? Okay. Here, right, and this we were here, right? Times higher magazine, right? So that is what and the information is given here, and University of Harvard is there. So you can do your search and all, right? So look at that. It's asking the registration. So that is about that site, but that is that site also giving an important information, right? So you can do there. Let me try another login, but that's okay. Let's do a. I think. All right. So yeah, my previous login worked. That's fine, right? So that is okay. And then like that you do your registration, right? So a very important thing is give complex password, right? University of Oxford, you have number one at the moment. So here Stanford, Harvard. So likewise here Massachusetts, as per them it is number 4. But again, within top 10, right? So just you can filter these things. Overall teaching, international outlook, likewise, and region wise you can like, okay. Right, so you can do your study there, right? So let me take you to the most important part, right? Because we need to get into these universities virtual and see their offering. So if I go to this university ranking.ch, right? So I mean, now here university ranking CH, again, they also go for these QS top universities. Based on that only, they are also putting their ranking. Again, you can see Massachusetts is number one. Now, from this site, you can right away get into the university, right? So let's do a walkthrough, virtual walkthrough for these top universities and see their offerings. We can do it on this session itself, right? So Massachusetts University, I'm just right away get into the Massachusetts University, MIT. So if I click there, it will take me to the university, right? Yes, mit.edu. These rankings are there. You can, that is for your study. You can go to those things, and let's go to the university, mit.edu. So this is the university page for Massachusetts. So what I want you all to do, don't just look at the page, do your experiment, right? Now, sample education from the very first link, and you can just take a look at how they offer things, right? And schools and department colleges, now you can see they have different faculties, departments by school architecture and planning, school for engineering, right? You can see school of science. So if I click here, it will take me to a different site, sciencemit.edu, right? So it's all about for biologic students, for people who want to continue their career in medicine. You can detecting gravitation. So all scientific factors are here. So you can see addressing the fundamental questions, society great challenge. That is one of the researchers, I think. So likewise, and you have a lot of things here. So I now need to go one by one, and that is on their MIT, and that is their School of Science. So likewise, and you can go for research, right? So publishing researches for masters or postgraduate. So normally in degrees we get projects and assignments, but after masters and postgraduates you get applied researchers. In PhD only you get your researchers, right? So and innovation, admission, and campus life. So likewise, we have a lot of things to learn here, right? Now, I mean, we all have a territory specific knowledge, right? If you are in India, you have the knowledge on the India, I mean, universities on India, right? If you are in Nepal, Bangladesh, Japan, wherever country, Korea, you have the local territory knowledge. Territory means your country specific knowledge, you know. But you may be in a country where these one of these top universities are not physically located. So then what you have to do is just get a comparative understanding, right? So then you can you gather your knowledge. Then you see how they offer their course in the top universities, how they offer the same course that is offered by your local university. Then you can get a comparative understanding. I mean, in your local, in your country, there can be many authorized bodies which offer the same course. Then, since you know this is the best for the same course, let's say for engineering and let's say mathematical or whatever, civil engineering, whatever, right? And this is the course, and you check that course in the best university, and you check the syllabus and as well the I mean the curriculum and all. Then you compare that curriculum with your local offering. So likewise, you can select the best local offering for you in your country. So that is one of the expectations, one of the reasons why we need to visit these best universities and see their offerings. And okay, this is beyond MIT now, so let's go for another university, right? Okay, let's go back here. Let's go for Harvard University. I'm selecting Harvard. So this is their page, their site, harvard.edu. You can see then again in the menu, this is their home page, progress report and all, right? So what you can do, you can visit their faculties. In the previous one also you can see academics, campus, and you click academics. Explore all programs, Harvard School, professional and lifelong, free online courses. So if you click explore all programs, so you can see they have undergraduate, right, graduate, other. So and again, this is about masters and PhD, doctor of philosophy, and likewise for bioengineering, biology, and a lot of things. These are all the offerings, right? And you have page number 2 and 3. So if you want to take a look at, you can search here, right? You can search. Let's say you want to do econ. Let's search that economics. So you have economics, right? So what are the offerings they give for economics? Undergraduate. So you have these things. So you can get the syllabus and all, right? So find the details of this economics, get the syllabus, and do the comparison in your local offering. It's not just doing a BCom or a chartered accountancy. No, it's not, should not be that way. Just compare it and see, get your best local offering. And for similarly for applied maths and computer science, or you do your study, right? So and for undergraduate, for others also same philosophy, PhDs and masters, they also can do the same research. Okay, right. So further, let's take a look at one more thing, right? So take a look at one more university, right? Let's go back. This let's ranking.sh. Yeah, so let's go for University of Oxford, right? Let's visit Oxford. So this is Oxford University, oxac.uk, right? And you have their own everything, admissions, research, newsletters, right? And yeah, you need to accept the cookies. That's okay, right? And admissions, undergraduate, so right away, graduate, right? If you click undergraduate, so all the offerings will be listed. Admission outreach, avoid like, what is this, avoid here, blank, myself. The offerings are listed here. So you do your study. So it's not necessary for me to go through one by one, right? It is your research. So I just want to give the guidelines, right? Apply into Oxford, like those things also there. But before doing that, you take a look at the courses. Choose what to study. Very important. A to Z courses they offer Oxford, right? So you can see, and again, I think they are giving a guideline as well, guideline video. You can see all the offerings are here, right? Yes, on the right hand side, also physical science, medical science, and the natural world, and a lot of things are so as per their faculties, right? So just do your study like this, do your research, right? Go to their universities. The important thing here is don't just sit between the intermediate parties. So we have the intermediate parties who is telling, okay, we will give offerings for this university and that university. It's okay to get hold of them, but before that, just get into the original offering, right? Who directly offers, because from the university only the original offering comes. So go to the original place where the courses are coming in, where the delivery happens, right? So that's the directly go to the university side, then do your study. After that, if you want to get the assistance of this intermediate third party, just do that, but don't just get into the third party first and get engaged with them and try to get into the university. That's the wrong approach. So first, directly log into the university, take a look at what they are offering. After that, if you want some assistance, get hold of this third part, right? Yes, I think we spend a certain time on this page. I think it's time to finish the session. So I'll meet you in the next session. If you like it, you can put a subscribe. Okay, have a great time. Bye bye.